Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. This year should be a special Sfas for Rav Avram Yosef ben Rav Moshe Chaim, and for Esther Rus bas Naomi Sarah, and for Rav Yoshua Meir ben Rachel Sarah, for Chai Rezel bas Dina, and for Rav Matisyahu Shmuel ben Shalom, for Sarah Leah bas Rivka, and Lili Nishmas, Maris Chana bas Rav Meir Zeb, and Maris Esther bas Rav Shmuel. We're going to be continuing our shiurim on the Sfas Emes b'siyata d'shmaya. This year we're going to be learning b'siyata d'shmaya, Tav Reish Lamed Beis, V'nehu kisas ein ha'aretz. That Balak was worried that the Jewish people are covering the eye of the land. Vayishlach malachim el Balaam ben Bor pesora shel anharetz b'nei Amod ekrola limor hinei am yatzim mitzrayim hinei kisas ein ha'aretz. Who Yoshev Mimuli, that Balak is very concerned, so he says messengers to Bilam and says that this nation is covering the eye of the land. What sort of lashon is that? The eye of the land. You ever seen a land with an eye? Says this Sfas Emes, he histaklus artzius shebnei Yisrael ha'iru lios ha'ri'ah rakel apnimius b'chol davar. They are covering the eye of the land because they are covering up this materialistic perspective of the world, that the Jewish people shined a light unto the world to be able to see things in a pneumistic ofen, in a deeper way, and they are mechase the ein haaretz, that the eye of the land, the physical perspective of earth, the einayim for the aretz, for the artzius, they're covering up because they're looking with their X-ray vision towards the pnimius. Ulevatel istaklis chitzoni mashenera lechora ba'ayin hagashmi sheshisnagdus me inyanei olam haza lahakadusha. And they are nullifying the external perspective, what seems apparently with the gashmiistic eye, with a physical eye, that there is hisnagdus, there is opposition from inyanei olam haza to kedusha. But really, it's all just hiddenness. It's an optical illusion, not to see the truth. And that's what got them so mad. Kisas ein haaretz. What are they looking at the world with such a pneumistic way? They're seeing the ruchnius and everything. Why can't they be like us and just see the gashmius? Why, when they look at a mountain, can't they just see a pretty mountain? Why do they have to see God in that mountain? Why when there's a pretty girl, they just can't look at that beautiful girl and say, oh, isn't she so beautiful? Maybe even think more than that? Why do they have to say, no, I'm going to ignore the physical, and I'm going to know that there's an neshama in there. And that's what's important. I'm going to relate to the soul of the person. So that's really the difference between the way people actually look at the world and the way they're supposed to look at the world. We're supposed to look with the ruchniistic eyes towards the pnimius ha'inyan, and not the chitzonius, and that's kisas ein arts. They are mechase the ayin of artzius. Yizal mayim midolyo, it says in Bamidbar Chav Dalet Zayin, water flows from the pail. Chazal darshan hizaru b'nei anim shemehem Torah yotzes, that one should be careful with the sons of the poor, because Torah comes from them. Shehachna amitius la'Hashem yisbarach hu hadli, because true subordinacy, if that's a word, subordinating oneself to Hashem, is this pail, to be mamshich lahamshich mayim, to draw water, mi be'er mayim chayim, from this well of flowing water. K'mo Hashem Chazal yoredes lamakom namuch. The Chazal say about water that it goes to a low place. So you have to take that pail to draw that water. That's what you're doing when you're machnia yourself to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You go down, you get that pail deep inside, and you draw the mayim chaim, these living waters. Kamashal hadli, like this pail, the kafima shiyored lamata, yoser adamakor kain ma'alem mayim. The deeper down it goes, the more it is bringing up water. So if you want to be makabel mayim chayim, if you want to receive spiritual waters of life, You have to be mevatel yourself to the shoresh. You have to nullify yourself like hashaka, that when you take water and you put it together with the mikvah water, so then you do hashaka and it becomes part of the mikvah. So that's also your mevatel yourself, your machnia yourself to Hashem, and then you get His mayim chayim, His living waters. So that is the drasha of the Gemara in Maseches Nedarim. Hizar b'nei anim she'em teitzei Torah, shenemar mizal mayim midolyo. In other words, the water is going to flow from the dolyo, from the dalim, from mehem teitzei Torah, from the b'nei anim, which is a remes, is the Sfas Emes, that a person, in order to be makabel Torah, he has to be like this pail that goes deep down into the water, and it's mevatel itself to the water, and it tries to get this mayim chayim. And so too, a person who wants to be close to Hashem, wants to receive Torah, has to be mevatel himself to the shoresh. Next piece, Adoni Avizikni Mori Rabbi. Zchon Levracha, my grandfather Chedusha Arim, said on the Medrash, Shamar Bilam Tov Lios Neved Me'ayim Umos, that the Medrash says that Bilam says to God, well, isn't it better to be served by 70 nations? Why only Klal Yisrael? And HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, no, Tov Pas Chareva, better is dry bread. The Medrash says, better is a mincha blula bashemen. The chareva, better is a mincha mixed with oil and dry, from a bayis mole zivchei riv, from a house filled with coral, that you want to come between me and the Jewish people. Don't do it. Even though every nation gives its strength to nullify itself, to subordinate itself, to subjugate itself to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even though you see that there is a kniya, nevertheless it's not sincere. As Chazal say about the akum, what they're doing is for themselves and not for altruistic reasons. Lifnim ve'amar im yiten li chulei lo chalav or mise atzmo nilmad ruach gavoya shelo, that Bilam was faking it. He was making himself as if he's mevatel himself. He says, I can't do anything without God. Even if you give me a house filled with gold and silver, I'm not going to transgress what Hashem says. But the truth is that Bilam was a man of ruach gavoya. He just wanted a lot of money, and it wasn't really about Hashem. He was, just as we saw in the previous year, he was just trying to show off. From that, he wanted to come to Gaiva. He wanted to come to Gaiva to show how he's mevatel himself to Hashem, but it was really about his own ego. We said that ego is a Rashi Tevos of edge God out, very chashuv Rashi Tevos. Ve'achiluku nekuda ha'amitius shesitra achra machnia kedei lignoiv v'lalos. And the chiluk is that the true nekuda, that the dark side, is machnia, lowers itself in order to cheat and to go up. It's all about the ego and the dark side. V'anachnu b'nei Yisrael, and us, the Jewish people, gam aliyos shemevakshim me Hashem yizbarach shenuchal liskarev elov kedei lachnia v'loshuv liyiraso be'emes. And we, the Jewish people, even when we go up, we ask from Hashem that we should get closer to Him in order to become more subordinate to Him and should come back to serve Him in truth. V'zeu sof haratzon shebi Yisrael lavo lahachna. And that's the end of the ratzon of the Jewish people, that they want to come to this place of hachna. V'zeu nefesh shvala sherotze lihishaer kach. And that's this nefesh shvala. This is soul that's low. It wants to remain low, like it says in Pirkei Avos. That's the midah of Klal Yisrael. That the sof ratzon is not our ego, not the awards we're going to get, not the prizes, not the accolades, but rather the goal of the Jew must be always to lower himself to Hashem and thereby get close and become truly great. It says in the pasuk in Parasha in Sefer Micha, Perek Vav, pasuk Hey Ami, my nation, Zechor na mayatz Balak melech Moav. Remember the eitzah given by Balak, the king of Moav, Ma'anol so Bilam ben Boor, and what Bilam answered, Men hashitim ala Gilgal, the mandas sitkas Hashem, or that you should know that tzedakah of Hashem. Gam b'Gemara bikshu likboa parshas Balak b'kriyas shema b'chol yom. So not only does it say there to remember what about Balak and Bilam, But in the Gemara, they wanted to establish that you say every day the parsha of Balak and Kriyas Shema. In the end, they didn't, but that was they had such a notion. Kitzarach adam lios chazak be'avodas Hashem yizbarach lahamin ki av kol asitra achor misnagdim lakadusha kulam misbatlim l'ratzon hakadosh baruch hu. Person has to be strong in his avodah of Hashem to believe that even all of these sitra achor, the dark side, and those that are misnaged to kedusha, they are all misbatel to the ratzon of Hashem. Rakesh adam holech b'darkei Emes. And only when a person is going in the path of truth, Sharei Bilam al Korcho Birechos, and Bilam blessed them against his will. Kinyan Shakasuv Bal Korcho Yana Amen. Like it says about the bad Malach, when the good Malach blesses the family on the Friday night, the bad Malach has to say Amen. So to here, the Sitra Achor was misnagid lekadusha, but it was in the end it was misbatel, it was nullified to the ratzon of Hashem. But there was a noi b'chol zman l'chol ish Yisrael. And this is what we always ask when people are thinking bad eitzos about us. So we ask Hashem, Haferat Sasam, you should nullify, you should revoke their evil plans to hurt us. So that is part of our avodas Hashem, to be mamin, that even though there's the sitra achor that's coming against us, if we go in the derech ha'emes, then it will become batel. We have nothing to worry about, as happened in the time of Bilam, that he tried to curse us, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu was mefer atzaso, and the curse didn't take effect. So that's our avoda, to believe b'leiv shalem that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and that's why Zechorna, remember what happened with Balak and Bilam. Remember that if you go b'derech ha'emes, even the tzad hara, even the evil side, even the dark side, will end up blessing you, and that's the Gemara. They wanted to be kovei parshas Balak and Kriyas Shema, to remember every day this lesson. Next piece, Vayar Balak. And Balak saw Vayagar, and he was afraid. Me'od ki rav hu, because there were so many of them. Ksiv marav tuvcha, how great is your, another lashon of rav. Saw ki rav hu, that there's so many of them. And it says marav tuvcha asher tzafayim l'recha, what great is the good that you've hidden for those who fear you, etc. Or haganuz, that rav tuvcha is this or haganuz, this light of clarity, of understanding, of knowledge of God. That's the Or HaGanuz. That's the Rav Tuvcha. Ki HaKadosh Baruch Hu ganaz Or HaTorah b'Maaseh Bereshis. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu stored the light of Torah in Maaseh Bereshis. V'alzeksi vayar Elokim. It's kol asher asav hine tov me'od. And Chazal say that this tov me'od, God saw everything He saw and it was good. It's talking about the Malach HaMavis and the Yetzer Hara. Talking about the angel of death and the evil inclination. That's Tov Me'od. V'avodeseinu he, and our avoda is limtzar genuza vaz nisgal emes machni and akol HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We see it's good if we find the light inside, this hidden light of spirituality, and then the truth is revealed and everything becomes subordinate to Hashem. V'nei Yisrael Dor Midbar Kein Hayu She'iru Arganus B'chol Makom Masam. The Jewish people in Dor Midbar, so it was that they shined this light, this hidden light, wherever they went. And it says Vayar Balak, that he saw, what did he see? He saw the revelation of God's glory with his own eyes. As it says in the Pasuk, Midbar Yudal Vermel Yoshev Haaretz Zos Shemu Ki Ata Hashem B'Kerev Amazeh Asher Ayin Ba'ayin Nira Ata Hashem Ve'anancha Amad Aleim Uve'amud Anan Ata Olech Lifneim Yomam Uve'amud Eish Laila. So Balak was able to see this glory of God leading the Jewish people of Malchus Hashem. V'zeh Nikra LeBalak HaRasha Kisui Einayim, and this is called covering the eyes for someone like Balak HaRasha. V'neu Kisas Ein Haaretz. He hid the eye of the land. Because when there's truth, the Rasha can't see it. So he calls that covering up the truth. So we call revealing the truth. He calls covering up the truth. Because you can't see, you can't look at it. Vayagar, what is he afraid of? It says, Mepchinas me'od. Right? It says, Vayagar, etc. me'od. He was afraid of this bechina of me'od. What's the Ma'od? We said the Ma'od is the Yetzer Hara and the Malach HaMaves. And he was afraid that what? She'omet shivaru b'nei Yisrael kol ha'beira karoi. And the Jewish people are going to be mavar this beira. They're going to make this clarification, and they're going to see the light even in the kochos of Ra. V'zeu k'si shekasuv ki ravhu. And that's what it means, ki ravhu. That's the Rav Marav Tuvcha Asher Tzafanti Lireyecha. This good that God is hiding. This Or Haganuz. This hidden light that God put into creation when He first made light, not the light we see today. That's darkness compared to the true light. The true light one day we're going to see, and that's the Jewish people were Mevarer. And that is Vayagar. He was afraid of this Ma'od. He was afraid that we were going to be Mevarer, that even in the Ra, the only way Ra as a Kiyum is from the Tov, is from the light. And the Kochos Hara don't like that, because they like Ra live for the sake of Ra, evil for the sake of evil. The Kol Dem Shes Chochu B'nei Yisrael Eretz Yisrael Hayaz Achana L'Skasher Boraganus Kanal. And before the Jewish people went into Eretz Yisrael, this was the Achana to connect to the Or Haganus, to this hidden light. Uchinas Eretz Yisrael and Ukudem Psai Sheb'chol Olam Kol Shkasav Zohar Kadosh Vayera. So the center of the world, as Zohar Kadosh says, is Eretz Yisrael. From there the light emanates. Their Achana, before they come to Eretz Yisrael, is to view this light. Ki ravhu marav tuvcha asher tzafanti lireyecha. How great is the good that you've hidden, this Or Haganos. And the Jewish people will be able to behold that Or Haganos in the Bilam HaRasha and Balak HaRasha. So for them, that was covering up. That was covering up the Artzius and making it for a spiritual world which they hated because they wanted Ra. So Baruch Hashem, we've been zocheh, at least if not to fully understand, but at least to read the words of the Sfas Emes Torahs, Mishnas Tuf Reish Lamed Beis, B'siyata D'Shmai, was Gebaldik, and Hashem should give us the Koach, the Moach, the Simchas Chaim, and the financial means. It's all B'yidei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to be able to continue. It's Hashem B'siyata D'Shmaya. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved friends.